today I'm going to be sharing a simple soup for you that is perfect for fall and winter. It's very warming, it's very easy, it's perfect for those times when you reach into your fridge and you have nothing to eat, and it's so simple and so satisfying and nourishing and delicious. So it's called Jacob's Lentil Stew, and I'm going to show you how to make that today. Thanks for joining me, and if you enjoy this, please like and subscribe to support this channel. I appreciate you so much, and let's get started. Okay everyone, I'm going to show you how easy this is to make. I made this last week, and not only did my kids, who are 8 and 6, eat this and enjoyed it and asked for it again, which was crazy. I shared it with some neighbors, I shared it with some workers who are remodeling our upstairs right now, and they all really enjoyed it, and I just thought that was really cool. And this meal is so cheap and so easy. The only fresh ingredients that you need are what I just put in. So all you need is about 3 to 4 carrots, 3 to 4 stalks of celery. Place them in a pot with your oil of choice. I'm using olive oil. You could use any oil that best suits you. Also I'm going to add some ghee in as well. All right, so just using some ghee here. I'm using, probably a couple tablespoons here, each of olive oil and ghee. And what you're going to want to do is just put this on high or medium high, and you're going to saute these for 5 to 7 minutes until they are nice and soft. So while this is cooking, just go ahead and prepare your other ingredients. So in here I have the lentils and the pearled barley. So half cup of the pearled barley, which is this, and it gives it a really good chew to it. Almost reminds me of the clams and clam chowder, that kind of consistency. There are 2 cups of red lentils. These pretty much cook down to nothing and make it really creamy and thick and delicious, and they're very easy to digest. Almost like people would use this as like a detox recipe. So as this is cooking down, you'll have plenty of time to get all this together. So those are your dry ingredients, and then I'll show you what the spices are. So if you're having any digestive issues, then these are great spices to turn to. The first of which is cumin. So we're going to use 1.5 teaspoons. So here's some organic cumin, and I like to just mix these all together. Okay, parsley will do about 1 teaspoon. And with soups, don't worry about measuring too much. Pot of cooking is just kind of how it feels, so go with the feel of it. Got 1 bay leaf in here. We'll add cilantro. So it's calling for fresh, but this is kind of geared towards, you don't want to run to the grocery store, you don't have fresh cilantro in your fridge. So I would do about 1 teaspoon cilantro. And the recipe doesn't call for it, but when I made it last week, I used it, and it gives a really nice color, and also great for inflammation is turmeric. I do about 1/2 teaspoon turmeric. So I just got this in my little bowl right here and just kind of mix it around. You'll remove the bay leaf. Isn't that beautiful? Smells delicious. And because I like a little bit of the Indian spice in here, I'm going to add a bit of this Madras curry powder. It has a bit of ginger in it, fenugreek, cinnamon and clove, anise and mustard. Those are all wonderful this time of year to consume. So just a little bit of that if you want, or just add any kind of other warming spices that you enjoy, or just leave it out. Okay, so that's ready to go. So these have been going for about 5 minutes now, and you can see they're getting a little bit of brown to them too. Okay, so at this point you're gonna add your garlic. You don't want to add it at the beginning because it will burn. Give it a few stirs. One to 2 minutes there, just until it's fragrant. You can smell it right away. Then we're going to add our pearl barley and our lentils. Go ahead and just pour those in. Stir it around. So it soaks up all that oil It gets nice and coated with it. You'll also go ahead and add in all of your spices that we just mixed up. So dump those in. Again, stir to just evenly coat everything. Smells really good already. And then we're gonna add some vegetable broth. Right? We gotta make this our soup. Nothing fancy, is just some powdered vegetable broth that I'm just gonna add water to, which I have heating up here in my kettle. And the reason I heat it up instead of just adding water is it just speeds up the cooking process. So I'm gonna kind of dump this in and pour it at the same time. And this feeds so many people, and it's such a hearty, filling meal. And again, so cheap. So after you add your water and your vegetable broth, bring it back up to a boil. So turn your heat all the way back up to high. Stir everything around. And that's it. All you have to do now is bring it to a boil. And then after it comes to a boil, you're just gonna lower it to low and let it simmer for an hour, okay? So we'll check back with you after it's been going for about an hour. Okay, we are back to boiling. And so I would say this is like a partial boil. You might wanna give it a couple stirs just to reincorporate all of your seasonings. And once it's at a rolling boil like this, go ahead and lower it to go anywhere between low and like a 4. Like a medium low will do. And this is, we'll bring it back down to a simmer. It's starting to come down to a simmer. So just go ahead and cover that. And it will, it takes the barley about 60 minutes to soften. So set your timer, walk away, you've done most of the work thus far.